Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with a hair tutorial after so many months without one. So I'm actually at my hair school today and we're going to be doing a live demo on Christina, who is our director here, and you guys have probably seen her on my channel a lot. We're going to be doing a teasy light demo. I'm showing the students a technique I like to use for this, and then I'm having each of them do a foil, so you'll get to see all of them hard at work as well. So if you're interested in watching this video, stay tuned.
Hey.
Okay, is everyone here? Okay guys, so I have her started off how we're gonna start. I'm gonna show you just one of my go-to patterns for teasy lights. She showed you guys the photo. We're just kind of going for like a Lipton, a little bit warmer. I like that it's like a chocolatey tone, but it's still gonna give her her dark base. So I have parted off her front pieces, and then down here, some thin ones in there. That's okay, like we talked about, because it's gonna look more natural. Okay, when you're highlighting with a board, I usually take 2 or 3 foils at a time. And what I'm doing is I'm treating that board as my comb. So I'm folding the lip over it like we did with our comb in the class. And I usually smooth it down. And then what I'm gonna do is separate this out, put my board underneath. If their hair's long enough, I usually like to tuck it under to give me a really good grip. And then we are going to start putting this on. So I'm gonna go mids down and then work my way up like we talked about. When you have hair this dark, saturation is key. That's the biggest thing with any blonding, but especially with a level 1 like she is. That's gonna make or break your application. So as soon as that product is weighted on there, I'm gonna take the tail of it and bring it up, and then just kind of continue doing that same thing. And just kind of utilizing those X's we talked about to saturate. When it comes to hair cutting, especially, angles are key, because over direction is going to give you the shape you want. I like to utilize that in color as well, because if you think about it, wherever you're applying that color, you want to visualize where it's falling when the hair's in its natural fall. And if I over direct this way, it's going to look really sun-kissed when I apply it, and then when it falls, it's going to give me that appearance, if that makes sense. And that's just something that comes with experience as you start to visualize, like, okay, if my client was laying out in the sun, what would the sun do and how do I mimic that? And where's the hair gonna fall when it's down, when it's curled? You just wanna think about all of that. Okay, and then I'm making sure to apply that still in the over direction. And going up and down like that really helps with the blending too. Of a stitch, so we're gonna do a deep dive. So I would start here and just kind of do what you did in class, honestly. I wanna make sure that your tease is separated, so you're gonna wanna like kind of separate it really well before you put your board in, and then put your board like right in there to separate that tease.
Or at least you like to be dark, so if anything's wrong, you just
We'll just stay late. We'll just go on.
slap on a one.
I know you're gonna get the harder one because it's over direction.
Oh, yay!
I know, lucky you, right? And then do you leave it?
No, I didn't. Thank you.
Okay. There's times when you do a teasy slice. If it's like a really thin section, a slice would be fine. But since that's so thick, we're gonna leave it instead.
Like if it's like my length and you have a foiling fork?
Yep, and what I would actually do is I would put a little product on the end of the hair to weight it down, and then go back and do the middle and work your way down.
Keep on.
Yes, I do.
Nice.
This is my look for the week.
Okay, so you're gonna do this one. When I was in hair school, it was before extensions were like as big as they are now. And I learned how to do the micro tips. Have you guys seen those where they're just like little individual bonds?
Yes.
So I would get hair from Sally's, because all my clients were cheap at that point because I was in hair school. And I would buy machine wefts, and I would cut them individually into little, I would roll them with hot glue and do little micro beads, and she would be my model all the time. And I would like individually do that and then put them in. Now it's so much easier. You guys have it way better.
Yeah.
Get in there, London.
You've got this.
Is that good enough? Or more?
No, that's good. Hold it up just a little higher, do like maybe 2 more. There you go.
So holding it up helps the teeth better.
Yeah, you're just gonna get like way better tension. And I usually do 90 degrees, but you can take it even higher up. And sometimes I hold it higher up and tease the bottom too.
Oh, yeah. Face.
Yeah, I don't feel like I really need one in the hairline, but if you did, then I would just hold the board out the whole time and put your hand under it so it's not hitting them in the nose.
Yeah, true.
Kind of
kinda awkward.
Move your brush upwards to the scalp, like
blend.
that. There you go.
Back.
Yep, go like
and put pressure on it.
Yep.
There you go. We're gonna take this section, which is basically from like her crown back, and we're gonna continue the same pattern, bricklaying it. Over direct towards the crown. Is that good? Yep, that's good.
I usually have extensions.
And I would do a deeper dive, so you're almost going like a bigger section when you pick it up. There may only be 3 in this one because it's small, but like, okay. Perfect, and now I would take the tail up. Perfect. Section about that thin, and I am gonna tease it, and I'm gonna do a high tease, and then I'm gonna actually just keep this as a slice, because see how thin it is? We don't really wanna cut that in half. They're a little smaller and easier to use. Most people have shorter hair in the front. She doesn't really, actually, she's lucky, but it just makes it a little easier to work with.
Oh.
You're done.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm actually really excited.
I'm also really excited.
It's gonna be good.
This is gonna look so good.
crazy, you guys all created this.
And it's just a piece of all of us.
You're like, look at me.
Oh, look, Christina.
I know, right?
Can you
Yeah, you're like, oh
It stresses me because I just don't want to ruin anyone's $1,000 hair.
Okay, so when we're toning, we're gonna be working in different zones, down about 3 to 4 inches, but every section's gonna be a little different because of the highs and lows. So really you're just kind of following the pattern that you see. So we're gonna start under here first. So I'm gonna start by applying it to the root area right here. And then I'm gonna flip this section up and go underneath as well, just to blend. And I am just blending down to wherever I see those highlights begin. And blend that in. We do have the conditioner on the ends. But just go through the section and work your way up, and then we're gonna do the money pieces very last. I love this tone.
No, I'm obsessed.
It looks really
I don't know
good.
if Cody will notice.
He might not because it is
Well,
kind of
actually,
subtle.
it's curled, so he probably will.
Yeah, he'll be like, wait, did you do that? Okay.